Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about the one of the biggest problem in Malaysia right now, which is online scam. Online scam is actually the highest computer crime in Malaysia in 2025. Every year, more and more people become victims. Scammers usually use a social media like WhatsApp, fake website, and even investment ads. They pretend to be bank, company, or sometimes even someone who wants to be in relationship with you. The crime is very dangerous because people can lose a lot of money. Some victims lose thousands and some even lose hundreds of thousands of ringgit. In most cases, the money is very hard to get back. Besides that, scammers also steal personal information like IC numbers, bank detail, and password. This can lead to identify theft and more serious problem. Not only that, many victims also suffer emotional stress, feel ashamed, and become depressed. There was even a case where an elderly woman lost more than $500,000 ringgit because of a fake price. This shows that scammers really target everyone, especially vulnerable people. So how can we protect ourselves? So first, never share your TAC, password, or bank detail with anyone. Second, always be careful with offers that promise fast and easy money. And third, always check before you trust. If you or someone you know become a victim, act fast. You can make a police report immediately or call the National Scam Response Center at 997. You can also report scam to MCMC. In conclusion, online scam is a very serious crime in Malaysia today. So let's stay alert, stay smart, and always think before you click. Hello everyone, today I will briefly explain about intellectual property registration for AI software based on my role as a software developer and company owner. First, I create an artificial intelligence software that helps people in their daily life and give benefit to society in Malaysia. Because this software is valuable and important, I decide to register it under intellectual property to protect it from being copied or misused. Second, I went to the official website of the Intellectual Property Corporation of Malaysia, my IPO at www.myipo.gov.my. From this website, I learned that there are several types of IP such as patent, trademark, industrial design, and copyright. For software, the most suitable IP is copyright because it protects the source code and system design. Third, I went to the copyright notification system called CR2U to start the registration process. I prepared important documents such as part of the source code, software description, and my personal and company information. Then I fill in form CR-1, which is the main form for the new copyright registration, and submit it online together with the payment. Finally, after my IPO approved my application, I received the copyright notification certificate as official proof that my AI software is legally protected in Malaysia. In conclusion, registering intellectual property is very important to protect software, avoid plagiarism, and secure the right of the software owner. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, this is the next topic. I will briefly talk about computer privacy and surveillance in the digital world. First, why is privacy important? Privacy is important because our personal information like our name, IC number, phone number, location, and bank detail are stored online. If this information is leaked, it can lead to scam, identity theft, and fraud. In Malaysia, our privacy is protected under the Personal Data Protection Act 2010, which control how companies use our personal data. Next, what is surveillance? Surveillance means monitoring people or activity for security. Example include CCTV camera, GPS tracking, fingerprint and face scan, and also social media monitoring. For example, CCTV is used in shopping mall and on roads to prevent crime. Now, can employer monitor employees' computer? Yes, they can, especially if the computer belongs to the company. Employer may monitor website emails and working hours to prevent data leak and cybercrime. For example, bank in Malaysia monitors staff computer for security. Next, can the government monitor citizen? Yes, but only in certain situations such as for national security and crime investigation. To protect ourselves, we should use strong password, two-factor authentication, and adjust privacy setting on social media. Lastly, why is surveillance an ethical issue? It's become an issue when people are monitored without their knowledge and consent. This can violate privacy, cause stress, and limit freedom of expression. In conclusion, privacy protects our right and surveillance protects security. Both must be balanced carefully. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, with me again, Sarah. I will talk about computer reliability, one real case in Malaysia, and my opinion about Android and Apple phone. First, what is computer reliability? Computer reliability means a system can work properly without fail. Today, computers are used in bank, hospital, school, business, and government service. A reliable system helps work run smoothly and keep our data safe. For example, in hospital, if the system fails, patient treatment can be delayed. This can be very dangerous. So, computer reliability is very important in our daily life. Next, a real case in Malaysia. In 2025, Met Malaysia had a system problem that caused delay in the video reports. This affects public safety. In the same year, Maybank and CIMB also faced temporary system fail where user could not access online banking. These cases show that even a short system fail can cause big problem. Now, my opinion on Android versus Apple reliability. Android phones come in many brands. Some are strong but some have weak battery and screen problem. Software updates are also not the same for all users. The iPhone on the other hand is known for strong build quality, longer software update, better security and more stable performance. Because of this, I personally prefer the iPhone for long-term use, but Android is still a good choice for users who want a cheaper price and more options. In conclusion, computer reliability is very important to keep our system safe and stable. Real case in Malaysia show that system fail can disturb public services. For phone, the iPhone is better for stability while Android is the better for price and choice. That's all from me. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is the last topic. I will talk about professional ethics in the development of the MySejahtera application in Malaysia. First, the responsibility to the public. MySejahtera collect personal and health data like IC number, location, and vaccination status. Software engineer must protect this data and keep it private. If this data is leaked, it can harm user and reduce public trust. Next, the responsibility to the client and employer. For MySejahtera, the client is the Ministry of Health Malaysia. Engineer must work honestly, follow rules and explain clearly if there are any security risks in the system. They must do only work they are trained for. Third, the responsibility to the product. MySejahtera is used by millions of Malaysians, so the system must be safe, reliable and stable. Engineer must test the system properly and monitor to avoid bugs and system fail. Lastly, professional judgment. Engineer must always make ethical decision. Even during emergency like COVID-19, they must not ignore data security just to release the system faster. If there is an ethical problem, they must speak up. In conclusion, developing MySejahtera is not just about technology, but also about ethics and responsibility. When engineers follow professional ethics, they help protect users and build trust in Malaysia's digital system. Thank you.